Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. One.
Word. Stop. No.
What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button, also subscribe to the channel. Lines only. You've seen the clips at the beginning. Charlo Brothers, both of them, Jermell and Jermall Charlo, putting in that work. Now, as you guys know, Jermell has a fight with his mandatory, also out of Texas, from Dallas, Texas, Charles Hatley. And Charles Hatley's been trying to rump with both of them for a minute, right? And I covered the Showtime triple header. It was Edislani Lara, Vanes Matarosen, and then both Charlos were on the undercard. One fought Trout, Jermall fought Trout, and Jermell fought John Jackson, which was a good fight, which he was losing. And he turned everything around with pretty much one punch that set everything up, and then he got the knockout. He stunned John Jackson badly, and then he turned his whole body, which was stupid. And then Charlo seen the opportunity and like, yep, there's my way out. And he pounced on him and hooked him away, you know what I'm saying? And the fight got called off. You never turn your back. I don't even know why John Jackson, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, you're stunned, you don't really know what's going on, you know what I mean? So he just got caught with a really good shot. But yeah, protect yourself at all times. You're never really supposed to turn your back like Angulo did versus Lara. You know what I mean? That's like rookie mistakes. So I guess if you're so badly hurt, you just think about defensive and how to evade an onslaught, you know what I'm saying? So you're not really truly thinking. Now, I like both Charlo brothers. I like their attitude. They're athletic. They have a good size frame for the divisions. Now, Jermall moved up to 160, which is very interesting. WBC gave him a very generous ranking, a #2 ranking, and there's only one guy in front of him that I think he would beat. It's Jorge Sebastian Hyland. I haven't seen too much of him, but they were talking about Gennady Golovkin, hey, no guys, versus Sebastian Hyland at one point. So I did a little bit of homework and watched what I could of him, and I'm not that impressed. I didn't really see anything. So I definitely think Jermall would beat him. And if he does, if that gets, it's supposed to be an eliminator between those two, Hyland and Jermall. And if he does beat him, then he would be the #1 mandatory for Gennady Golovkin, which I think Charlo should take a couple fights and then exercise that mandatory position. I mean, I think that would be a good fight. You look at Gennady Golovkin, and his last 2 fights showed a lot of people a lot of things. Some people thought he looked far more vulnerable than any of those guys before. And it was just like kind of a matter of time. Like, we've seen little tiny, like Willie Monroe, the guy with 6 knockouts, stood his ground after being dropped. And he was able to land a succession of punches. You know what I'm saying? So people looked at that like, that was kind of weird. And then Golovkin proceeded to knock him out, right? Then it just seems like it was like a crack in the windshield, and then that crack got a little bit bigger. Kell Brook, a welterweight. Chris Eubank fight couldn't get made. Kell Brook said, you know what? For that money, I'll take that offer that Chris Eubank was going to take. I'll fight the motherfucker. I'm not tripping. And Eddie Hearn made it happen, I'm make it do what it do, baby. He made it do what it do. Kell Brook hopped in there, a welterweight, ate up to the division, and didn't really have to worry about his diet or killing himself to cut weight. And he got hurt in the first round. He did the Willie Monroe. As soon as he got hurt, he came back better in the second round, and he actually like lifted Golovkin off the ground a bit with uppercuts, and he showed some good inside fighting. And it appeared that Golovkin got mad, and he started like kind of going balls to the wall, and swinging wildly. And luckily for Kell Brook's defense, he was able to evade some of those shots, or most of them, until later being stopped. So people looked at that. And then obviously Daniel Jacobs, some controversy there. People think Jacobs won, some people think Golovkin won. So I would really be interested in a Jermall Charlo versus Golovkin fight in the future, in the near future, because I think Jermall exhibits a lot of the traits that I've seen that have given Golovkin problems, and that's what it's about. Competitive, compelling matchups that we want to see. Jermall has a fantastic uppercut, and that was clearly displayed in the Julian J. Rock Williams. And I'm not saying Golovkin is J. Rock Williams. I'm not even, in fact, making a prediction. I'm saying this would be a good fight. And if we watched Golovkin versus Matthew Macklin, Adama, and fights like that, Willie, Dominic Wade, and stuff like that, then I don't see why anyone would even gripe about Jermall Charlo and say that's a fight that we shouldn't see, especially if he becomes mandatory. Now, back to Jermell. Jermell has a fight. I'm looking forward to that. It's on the Berto Porter undercard, April 22nd, and I want to see what he's looking like, because I thought he was getting outboxed in his fight with John Jackson, and he turned it around. But Charles Hatley's done a lot of talking, said he could beat both Charlos, I believe it was, called out Canelo even. So I want to see what he's looking like. He's been on a little bit of a layoff. His last fight was his best career win, probably. He went over to Australia and beat Anthony Mundine. So I want to see it. I think it's a good fight. Charlo, he made the move from Houston or Dallas or wherever he was training with Ronnie Coleman, and now he's at 10 Goose, and he looks motivated, he looks refreshed, and sometimes fighters need that. You don't necessarily have to take a loss, and in fact, I prefer it this way. Don't wait till you, like Fonfara took a loss, got stopped by Joe Smith Jr., a guy the world didn't really know, and that put him on the map. And then he got a Bernard Hopkins fight. Then he stopped him too, threw him through the ring. We didn't throw him, he punched him through the ring. Looked like Bernard Hopkins was in a rocking chair and fell backwards. So I'm not an advocate of fighters waiting. And shout out to my dude from Far. He's training out here where I live in the Bay Area. Very cool dude. But my whole reason for using him as an example is I believe that fighters often, they wait till defeat to say I need to switch, and I don't think you need to do that. If you think you need to switch for whatever reason, maybe you don't. Sometimes you don't. Like maybe you know someone too well, and the instructions aren't coming through clear, or they have a different agenda. You know what I mean? Make the switch if you feel you need. The thing I don't like is like the Chad Dawson behavior, and that's my opinion. If you know Chad Dawson, in a short period of time, literally, I don't have the exact number, but Chad Dawson literally, he had like 11 to 13 different trainers in his career. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. I'm trying to pull it up now. That's crazy to have that many damn trainers. I remember Floyd Mayweather Sr. was training him. John Scully. He had too many damn trainers. That's how you know. It was like the Brady Bunch intro. They just put all his trainers in a different box. Scully, Floyd Sr., and he had other people training him too. And I'm like, wow, that's ridiculous. So if it's like a once and done, and that's where you plan on staying. And see, this is the other thing. Most of these big trainers, they'll let you come to their gym. They'll let you come to their gym and sample it and try it out. So it's not like I want to train with Virgil Hunter, or I want to train with Ricky Funes, and you're just locked into some kind of contract, and you haven't been, you know what I mean? You have the opportunity. That's my whole point. You have the opportunity to see what the gym is going to be like and things like that before you commit. So I'd advise everyone do those little trials, go in the gym, see how you vibe with that person, and if it works for you and you think it'll be a good look for your career, then do it. You don't have to wait till you lose to do that. You know what I mean? just don't get excessive like Chad Dawson and switch trainers every week. See, to me, that's like a problem more so with the fighter. When it's a Chad Dawson, and you can't find no home, you can't find nobody that you really feel matches your style. I don't know. It's not a good look. Like the Charlos, I'm anxious to see what Jermall looks like at 160. I think his power should carry up. He has a good size frame, so that in itself, in his athletic ability, the Charlos have great jabs too, and that's another reason why I want to see Jermall versus Golovkin, because it could be a jab contest to set things up. Golovkin also has a very good jab and a strong jab. I mean, Jermall knocked the guy down with the stiff-ass jab. And not only, I mean, that could happen, like, oh, if you're off balance and pop, you got the jab from point A to B. But not only did he knock Julian Williams down with the jab, he actually was hurt from that. Like, he didn't look, like, you look him on the ground and he's getting up. I think he took him a second to get, he didn't look, he looked like he was rocked a bit from a jab. So that's how you know a person, because it's the punches you don't see that come. And obviously it was a snappy jab, because it's rare that you see anyone get knocked out from a jab, or I mean even a knockdown from a jab. You don't always see that. You see people's head rock back and stuff like that, but to actually knock someone down, that's how you know someone's jab is official. And then as far as Jermell, looking forward to the Hatley fight. It's on a good card. It should be explosive and entertaining. I can definitely see a knockout based on the emotions and everything involved. And Jermell looks good at the 10 Goose Gym in his training. You guys seen the clips. Let me know what your thoughts are on both Charlos. Drop that in the comment section. Do you think Jermall can give any type of work or a good fight to Gennady Golovkin? And what are you picking in the Jermell versus Charles Hatley fight? Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hey, comment and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.